I just for the heck of it, I wanted to be tested.
Of course.
You know, for my, because being that, I do have some education. I know that people can have delusions and they can, really believe that something's there. So I went, I was a veteran, and I went to have the VA test me. And they put me through, they knew everything. I told them everything. And
Really?
oh yeah.
How did they take it?
They were disturbed. They were concerned. They didn't know what to think.
So what do you mean they? They were like the doctor and another doctor?
The doctors, the head psychiatrists, the psychologists, and they put me through intelligence testing. They put me through a battery of mental health tests, and the head doctor and 2 other psychologists, they were all doctors, brought me in a room, and he said he was very disturbed at what he found. He said, I have another person who claims that he gets abducted. He used the word abducted. And he doesn't know what to make of it. And he said, all of my symptoms that I display are that of someone who has been kidnapped several times, repeatedly, and tortured. But I don't let the torture thing scare you, because, like when I mentioned before, the fear, it's like a form of torture. When they split the personality like that, the intense fear. And some of the visits, like the examinations, those aren't real pleasant, But neither is going to the dentist, right?
Yes.
So, he was upset at the findings. It bothered him. He didn't know how to handle it. It scared him too much, he said. Then they made a negative...
Oh, so he was personally scared?
He was personally afraid.
Ah.
He was afraid.
He didn't report it to other officials, I guess?
No, he didn't. But...
so he didn't deal with the system, he dealt with just one of your doctors who didn't know what to do. Are you crazy, or they have to let you go? I guess that was the decision.
They didn't think I was crazy. They just wanted to know what was wrong, and I was testing it. I wanted to test the theory, because experiences do suffer from PTSD, post-traumatic stress.
Yep.
Now, and so anyway, I displayed PTSD, and when they went to say something bad about the people abducting me, I immediately defended them, and he said that upset him even worse, because people that do get kidnapped over a period of time will defend their abductors no matter what they've done to them. And he said everything, how I responded, was proof that, and the fact that I was going in there to the VA with bruises and marks on my body from the abductions.
I mean, that was a big step to announce to official doctors that you were abducted.
Yeah, I officially announced it. And also, the doctors decided they wanted to send me for an MRI to look for the implant. And I said, oh, this will be interesting.
You told them all the story. Okay.
Yeah, they knew all the story.
Did they record it?
They didn't record it, they took notes.
I mean, the notes are there.
Yeah, the notes are there. And so
I wonder if they reported it elsewhere.
I hope not. Well,
I'm sure they should.
Well, I had one woman I didn't like who was a counselor. I said, aren't you afraid the men in black are going to come get you? And I looked at her, I said, is that a threat?
She was probably surprised, but I think they are supposed to report it elsewhere. There should be some system in place.
Let them report it, I don't care.
Anyway.
But anyway, so they wanted to do the MRI. Okay, the first 3 times they tried, the doctor's orders got lost 3 times. Nobody could find them. They kept writing up orders. They kept disappearing. Then they'd get the orders, and it would get into the computer, and it would get lost in the computer. And they kept doing it, and after about 3 or 4 months of this, they said, okay, we're going to do this. They were getting concerned that something was going on. And they were, I guess a few of them were trying to do it. All the computers in the whole VA system shut down. And they said, the computers shut down and they had to be fixed. Then I was contacted by a man at a research hospital, medical research hospital, I won't mention, and he wanted to do an MRI, and he believed all the stuff, and he said that the medical profession are looking into this abduction stuff because there's too many people reporting it, and they're all saying the same stuff. And I said to him, you can try all you want to get an MRI off me, you're not going to get it. And the reason I found out, when I mentioned the Jesse Ventura video, one of these Manchurian candidates that the government had created was in a bad car crash, and they went to do an MRI on him, and it broke the implant.
Yep.
And all his memories of everything flooded. So he recalled everything, you know? And I'm thinking, oh, that's why the implant's there, you know? I don't know, that's part of the reason. One of the reasons.
Function,
yeah, because it's a multifunction thing.
How about we pause for a second, just for technical reasons?